So we know that a lot of people out there might not be having the best day because their pets are feeling a little under the weather at the moment, or maybe going through something really serious. And I think there's a reason why we know we are very emotionally invested in our pets, but there's a reason why there's so many like TV dramas, movies, books written about vets, because
Dr. Dolittle.
yeah, Dr. Dolittle for what? But they do kind of show the best of humanity when a person has that kind of selfless vibe about them to look after pets. Those that can't protect themselves, there's something beautiful about that.
From the pet's perspective, but this morning we're turning things around and looking at it from the vet's perspective. Let's take a look at this.
There are tons of pretty cool jobs out there, but I think most of us have at least at one point in our lives dreamt of becoming a vet. They're unsung heroes who do so much for those that we care the most about. Our pets literally are our family, and they do an amazing job taking care of them and us at the same time. So I've come to probably one of the busiest and most advanced animal hospitals and vets in the country, the Tygerberg Animal Hospital, to spend a day in the life of a vet. I can't wait. Let's go.
Today we are job shadowing Dr. Ferreira.
I'm guessing this is where it all begins. This is kind of front of house.
When clients come in here, there's the first thing they see. We have the friendly faces of the receptionists that need to get the people booked in, settled in. If an emergency or a more critical patient comes in, they need to make that decision of, do I need to call the vet right now to have a look, or can it wait a little bit?
Since pets can't speak for themselves, vets learn to read the sign language of cats, dogs, and every other animal.
As a consulting veterinarian, we've got different roles, which I'll show you guys later, but one of the important decisions that we need to make in a 15-minute consult is, does this pet need to stay here? Does it need to be admitted for a procedure? Can it go home with just medication? Or so those are all sort of things that we need to decide here. And 15 minutes sounds like a very short time, but once you sort of get into the groove of asking the right questions and do a proper consult in 15 minutes without feeling too rushed, but obviously if it takes longer, you take your time.
But when bringing an animal, and I know this is a very relaxed cat, but any animal into a very unfamiliar environment with this kind of energy around you, you've got to kind of be that calm you want them to exhibit in this space.
I mean, we want to try and create a bit more of a relaxed environment as possible. Cats with bladder disease, we often end up prescribing a therapeutic diet as a method of controlling a disease. All these contributing things just lead to a much more happy cat.
If you're lucky, you'll have the same vet for your pet's entire life, and the relationship starts by giving your animal the best shot at many happy years.
This is one of the most common consultations that we do, making sure that the vaccinations are up to date. I mean, a lot of the diseases, especially rabies, and we also vaccinate against feline leukemia, feline panleukopenia, herpes, and calicivirus. It's all very important diseases that are actually vaccine preventable. So, I mean, there's very little reason to not vaccinate your cat. For a lot of animals that are healthy only typically come in about once a year. So this is not just a vaccination, this is a full checkup. And he's looking quite happy, and he'll be on his merry way now until we see him next year then.
I cannot believe the lengths that vets and all of their support staff go to at this particular animal hospital, but I think just in general, how much of a connection the vets actually have with the animals and of course the owners.
Older dogs are especially dear to the staff of any practice.
One of the important things to bear in mind with the consultation, and I often get clients bringing a dog in and saying, yes, I just wish you could tell me what was wrong. And then I reply with, then I would not have a job. So one of the important parts of our job is obviously we need to see physically using our senses what are we perceiving to be going on here. We need to ask the right questions. We need to do a test to confirm that or rule this in or rule that out.
Good boy.
Right, so I just want to check his chest out a little bit and make sure that it's not gotten worse or anything. So we're going to have to check him in to the theatre side just to do a chest x-ray and see how that's all doing. These are all the patients that basically just wait until it's their turn for procedure, whether it be surgery or just x-rays, mild sedation, stitch up if they've had wounds or anything. Most of the animals that we do have in here have received a pre-medication. So this is now the prep room. Everything that needs to go under anesthesia or going to theatre to get the procedures done, masses removed, even routine procedures like sterilizations and castrations, and x-rays taken here as well. So everything sort of like that happens here.
You don't often see or hear about a dog going to the dentist, but the Tygerberg Animal Hospital are one of the few that have an actual dentist on call. We're about to see veterinary science in a whole new light.
Some amazing stuff. They had a stainless steel crown that they put on a dog's canine the other day that had broken, so that dog had a bit more gangster swag after that. So, but they're doing fantastic work, yes. Veterinary science is also becoming more specialized as well, not to the extent that human medicine is at this point, but we're definitely doing a lot of we're getting more specialized. So I mean, you've got your oncologists, your internal medicine specialists, your surgeon specialists, dental specialists. So it's really great to see this in action. So over here now, this is the hospital. So this is all the patients that end up having to stay overnight because we are a 24-hour facility. So luckily we've got different shifts. That really makes life easier and making sure that we don't crash and burn from exhaustion. So ensuring that we are well rested and we deliver the best possible level of service that we can. Yeah, so look, definitely one of the best parts of my job in the afternoon when you're the hospital vet is definitely sending patients home. If you can, there's few things that sort of get my happiness flowing, like having a dog with a tail wagging, realizing, look, here's my dad, mom coming to pick me up. When we send them home, that makes it worthwhile in the end. It's really, it needs to be a very well-oiled machine, and thankfully over here it is.
The best part about this whole day is seeing the level of empathy that everyone has for each other in a work sense, and for the unbelievable care that they have for the animals that come into this incredible facility. What an eye-opener. Oh, and then we have it. Full circle, we're back in our bustling reception. Buddy, you have the most amazing job. You have incredible colleagues, an unbelievable facility. Maybe we can leave one parting shot. Why should someone become a vet?
Look, I mean, if I had to give sort of one sentence, I would say, look, I mean, if you like helping animals, helping people, and if you like understanding how things work and why things work, a good combination of people skills, animal skills, and science. I mean, I get an immense reward out of my job, and I mean, yes, like with any other job, it has its ups and downs. It's definitely not just a long walk on the beach every day, but I mean, yesterday I was covered in 5 amazing dogs that came in for their vaccinations, and I mean, that really does tend to make you feel quite happy.
Doc, what an absolute pleasure. This has been really kind of conscious expanding to see how much you guys have to handle here in this hospital. It's a vet, it's a hospital, it's an amazing place looking after people and animals. Buddy, get back to work.